Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia has just admitted that American citizens may be rounded up and put into FEMA concentration camps, of course, having our civil liberties violated, the Constitution and Bill of Rights completely decimated, under the disguise of national security if the war on terror were to escalate. I think he probably sees the writing on the wall here. Justice Antonin Scalia is a conservative, and he was just speaking to the University of Hawaii Law School, where he was talking about how Japanese Americans were rounded up in America, over 100,000 of them, and put into, just internment camps after the attack on Pearl Harbor. And so he said to the University Law School, quote, "You are kidding yourself if you think the same thing will not happen again." Oh, I thought that FEMA camps were just a conspiracy theory. I thought that detaining American citizens was just something that we did during World War II. Many Americans just have no idea that that even happened to about 127,000 Japanese Americans, mainly on the West Coast and in Hawaii, after President Roosevelt just signed an executive order, just Executive Order 9066. I mean, this is right off of the historychannel.com, history.com. I thought that FEMA camps were just a conspiracy theory. Glenn Beck over there, when he was for the Fox News channel, said that he was going to expose the FEMA camps. Many of you probably saw this. If not, go and check out Glenn Beck's FEMA camp backflip, where earlier in the day he was warning frantically he's going to expose the FEMA camps. And then later on his show, he said that it's just a conspiracy theory. Oh, yeah, just a conspiracy theory. Oh, don't worry about that. FoxNews.com posted an article debunking the myths about FEMA camps. Oh, don't worry about that. But wait, what's this? Oh, New Jersey launched some FEMA camps to save the residents after Hurricane Sandy. Oh, FEMA shelters. This is on CBSNews.com. FEMA shelter camps providing assistance. Oh, I thought that was just a conspiracy theory. Oh, but they're just for the people to help. They're just to help people, right? Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, yes. Remember Guantanamo on the Hudson? Many people may be too young to have remembered. My audience is growing, and more people, younger folks, are waking up every day. But 10 years ago now, back in the 2004 Republican National Convention, the RNC, in New York City, they rounded up hundreds of protesters, maybe over 1,000, and put them into a FEMA camp on the Guantanamo Bay, on the Hudson River. They called it Guantanamo on the Hudson. It was in an old bus depot, this place, which had secretly been turned into a FEMA detention center. You can see the protesters here, with, just barbed wire fence and a full secret prison there. A bunch of protesters there and, just plastic handcuffs. This is inside a bus depot. This bus depot, right on the Hudson River. So, of course, it was appropriately called Guantanamo on the Hudson after the Guantanamo Bay torture center down there that the terrorist suspects have been taken into. So, Antonin Scalia probably sees the writing on the wall. And I don't like to, I don't like people fear-mongering, and I don't like frantically warning about the impending doom of America and the martial law being right around the corner, but it's something that you need to be aware of. And it's something that we need to fight against because it's this incremental, slow preparation system. I mean, these FEMA camps are already in place. It's indisputable that there are dozens of FEMA secret prisons like the one on the Hudson Bay over the Hudson River. I'm sorry, Guantanamo Bay on the Hudson there, in New York, where all of these protesters were taken. So most major cities have these FEMA prisons in place. And so are they going to be activated at some point? Probably. And it looks like Antonin Scalia has admitted it. Again, you are kidding yourself. This is from a Supreme Court justice. This is a guy who has a real insider view as to what's going on. I mean, America is, I don't know if it's going to just total collapse or if it's just going to continue to erode into just an economic wasteland. But let it be known, he says here, what's going on? The panic about the war and the invasion of the Pacific and whatnot, he said, talking about what happened back in World War II. That's what happens. It's wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen again in a time of war. It's no justification, but it is the reality. Yeah, just the reality there. This was reported in the local Honolulu Star Advisor, and then the Washington Examiner has picked it up. At the time I'm making this video, no other news agencies, national, quote, mainstream news agencies have picked this story up because they can't have a Supreme Court justice admitting that they would, detain American citizens. Most likely it would be, at this point during the Obama regime, it would just be, the evil Tea Partiers. But the Bush regime did the same thing. And it really doesn't matter whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. This type of thing is always looming on the horizon. So just let it be known that Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia is just a crazy FEMA camp conspiracy theorist. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. Check out some of the previous videos, the playlists. There are playlists on youtube.com/markdice with a bunch of different videos broken down into different categories. Stay tuned for the Man on the Street Mondays, and hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. Stay tuned. There's more videos coming soon.